guys, so welcome back to the first friend mail I've done in quite a while. This is from Tina, who is so sweet and so generous to have sent me this. I basically know it's in there, although I haven't peeked yet, and it has been taking every ounce of willpower in my body to not peek so this can be genuinely true reactions on camera, but yes, I know it's upside down, but that's because she added into it. It's not just what the box says, but it is also what the box says. So I'm, like, really excited, actually, to see. I'm still just in disbelief that, oh my god, somebody was that nice to do this for me. Oh my god. So, let's go ahead. I'm trying to be real careful with the angle I am holding the box at so I don't accidentally, like, put my address out there without meaning to. Okay, going real careful. Okay. Again, being really cautious with my angles. Honestly, the box on this is cool. Like, the one and only time I ordered one of Ringo's books directly from the Julian's Auctions website, it had the Julian's Auctions logo, but I got the All-Stars book. They didn't have, like, a specialized box for that one, so I'm like, oh, cool. Ooh, lots of bubble wrap. Okay, so, we got some bubble wraps, we got some more bubble wraps, we got a box, a big old box. But first, before we get to the big guy, we're actually gonna hold off on that one and go with what else is in here, because we have also, okay, making sure Jesse says I don't want to I had that one time, there was a friend mail where I missed something and they had to tell me after and I felt horrible, so okay. So there we go, everything out of the box, so I can put that over there instead of precariously balancing. Card first. If there's anything that I can't read on camera, I won't read on camera, but let me open carefully. But we got my name, we got a cute little snowflake on the back. Yes, I hear the dinging of my phone. My sister's not even messaging, she's literally just like liking all the messages I sent her last night, because I was telling her about our other sister's dramas with her job. She just got fired for the first time, and it sucked, but anyway. Here we go. Aww, we got a popper. Okay, let me put this back first, just so you can see the popper. Happy birthday, because my birthday was last month. On the back it says, hearty laughter and a sweet birthday memory. A while back, a friend and I had the opportunity to spend a week at a beachside resort in Mexico. For two exhausted moms, it sounded like a dream come true, especially since it was February and we lived in Colorado. The night before our early morning flight, we stayed at a motel near the airport. As snowflakes started to fall, my friend and I walked to a nearby restaurant. Picking up a sweet treat to share in our room sounded like the perfect beginning to our much-anticipated adventure. As we headed to the motel, the snow began to intensify. We raced through the parking lot, the wind at our backs. But before we could get inside, a Herculean gust grabbed grabbed the takeout box right out of my friend's hands and tossed it against the closed door, smearing the glass with a hefty blob of whipped cream and depositing what remained of our treat at our feet. Then the box took off through the parking lot like a turbocharged tumbleweed. My friend and I didn't boy, my dyslexia is crazy today. My friend and I didn't share cake that night, but what God did serve up was a hearty dose of laughter and a memory far sweeter and far longer lasting than any confection. That night still serves as a personal reminder that even when my life looks like it's headed sideways, God always seems to set things right side up. Aww! On the inside of the card, there is also a note. Wait. Okay, so that I won't read out loud because that's personal. I think what's in the card is okay. So there's a Bible quote. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11, NIV. Dear Jen, here's to a day of confection perfection and to a celebration that's sweet from start to finish. Enjoy your day. Happy belated birthday. I hope these books bring you happiness like your channel does for me. Love, Tina. Aw, that's so cute! Okay, so I will put these safely over here because I'm not going to out her contact info either. But got that so I can jot it down after. First, we will look at, sorry, my nose is itchy, the Beetle coloring book, which is so cool, and I'd seen people online with it, but I hadn't been able to track it down anywhere myself. Apparently other people's supermarkets had carried this, just ours don't, for whatever reason. We saw it in a catalog, and had no one been able to track it down for me, it's probably how I would have gotten it, but somebody was cool enough to send it to me! So, look at that. Look at that. And you know I love the psychedelic stuff. Okay, let me sip my coffee first. Bring your own unique creative twist to the incredible story of the Fab Four, with pages of groovy coloring scenes from iconic album covers to legendary concerts from early days to the height of their success. You can recreate some of the most important moments in music history. Let's see. First page, Beatles coloring book. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is how they're doing it. Like, they are including the psychedelic detailing in it. So it's not like you have to freehand, like, Zentangle it or anything. Like, they do that part for you. Okay, because I was wondering if that part was, like, on us. Oh, no, it was just in that one. Okay. I kind of like their art style of whoever drew these out. It's kind of cool. Paul looks a little bit derpy, but the other three look really good, especially Ringo. Definitely recognize this photo. Oh my god, how cute. Okay, so some of them they're adding in the psychedelic stuff, some of them they have as is. So they, like, kind of have... It's not quite a Hard Day's Night. I think they actually did their own take on it, though. Because, like, some of the pictures, like, the back of George's head, yeah, but... Also, it seems like some of them, they kind of did their own thing with. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I need to look at it again, but I think they actually altered it a little. And then the album cover with the umbrellas, they had a bunch of, like, flower power to the background. I like that. Oh, that's fun. I might do that one first, actually. Because, God forbid, I ever do a coloring book in order, am I right? Yeah. Oh, nice! Okay, so, the fact they have both of these photos, well, drawings, but these two pages side by side, they've got, like, I believe this is the Top of the Pops performance. That there is, like, legend with it. It was, like, part of a Doctor Who episode, but that episode's been, like, lost to time. If I'm not mistaken, this is from that. And then this, just, can we appreciate the level of detail they went into here? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But, like, I especially appreciate the detailing on specifically Ringo's eyes. I'm like, yes, they did good. They did really good. We have a double page for Help. You guys know Help is my favorite with the Beatle films. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So excited. So we have them coming to America on this page, and that picture from on the set of A Hard Day's Night. I'm kind of cracking up at what all they did to Patty Boyd's face, though. But that's awesome. I say as if I could draw people better than this, right? Like, we all know I can't, so it's like, I'm not judging, but, like, just, especially with coloring books, when it's, like, people in them, they have to simplify it enough to do line art, right? And sometimes it has interesting results, so I always get a giggle out of stuff like that because of that. But no, this is so cool. This is so cool. And I'm also kind of, like, making mental notes of just, like, the way that they do the line art with things like the hair blowing in the wind, because I'm like, artistically, just, like, in still trying to improve my own drawing style when it comes to people, this might not be a bad idea for me to practice trying to, like, freehand draw these, too. Just to practice the style, you know? Might not be a bad idea. Oh my god, that's cool! The picture with Muhammad Ali. I don't think I've ever seen that photo in color. I think I've only ever seen them in black and white. Then we have them running on the beach in Miami, and I think Shea Stadium. I think that's the jackets from Shea Stadium. Wait, go back. They spared no expense in the details, because I just noticed on Ringo's chest, in, like, his open shirt on the Miami picture, they included his tummy scars. Oh my god, they really went there and included, like, everything. I actually respect the hell out of that they went to that level of detail. Whoever did this is a Ringo fan, and hell yeah, you and I both. You and I both. We have the Coppers holding back the screaming fans. We have the Beatles running down the street in... Is it Help? It might be Help. Or it might just be a typical picture, like, of, like, a normal day. Could be either or. Oh my god, just given the way that they've, like, all been, like, panned back, suddenly just, like, boom! It's like, whoa! Jump scare a little bit. That's awesome, though. And this one, the famous photo that's, like, become a statue in Liverpool now. That's so cool. Okay, apparently all four of them are getting, like, a super close-up one like that. You got Caverclum Beatles, along with Paul. They actually did really good with the George one, which I'm not surprised by. His face, because it's so angular, doing line art of it is actually the easiest out of all four of them in getting to look like who it is really well. Like, tell me that is actually not a super good caricature of George. Come on. That's awesome. But, like, dead-ass serious, like, my whole life, he has always been the easiest one to draw, even though he's, like, technically of the four, he's my least favorite, but in terms of drawing him, God, he makes my life easy. Just because his face, you know? Aw, look at Ringo. Aw, they did a really good job on him, too, to be fair. And then over here, we've got the picture from A Hard Day's Night running down the street, but they added in some clouds above that could be all psychedelic, too, which I will definitely go there with that. But then that begs the question, do I color them in black and white and the sky all colorful? Or do I do it all in color? Decisions. Oh my goodness. So they did the Beatles for Sale cover. Again, they did a really good job doing the line art versions of them. John's a little off, but the other three look really good. Fun fact, first Beatle t-shirt I ever had actually was, in fact, a Beatles for Sale shirt. First Beatles watch I owned also had the Beatles for Sale cover on it. Was it because it was my favorite album? No, it just worked out that way, but because of that, like, that album cover does hold, like, a special place in my heart. Ooh, we got a double whammy for Magical Mystery Tour. Double I Am the Walrus. We got one of, like, them just as them, and then one of them in the animal costumes. That's so cool. And now my brain's going, no, skip to this one first! Oh, we have more Magical Mystery Tour. Wow. I respect their decisions with this, because usually Magical Mystery Tour gets shafted, or just, like, not mentioned at all. So we have that, and we have the Maharishi, too. So cool that they've included this. Interesting choice, though, that they, like, spent so much time on, like, the early Beatles. Completely skipped Pepper. and went straight to Magical Mystery Tour. I'm like, huh, okay. But to be fair, I mean, drawing Sgt. Pepper, that's hard as hell. This also makes me feel better about these two album covers because I have in fact tried to draw both of them before and did not exactly have the greatest luck, and apparently I'm not the only one who has struggled in the faces at these angles, so that actually makes me feel considerably better that it's not just me, it's a weird angle to try to draw them from, so. John came out the best on the later Beatle year ones. Actually, he came out best on both of these, surprisingly. But they definitely added some psychedelic stuff here. It almost looks like water crashing down, but it could be anything you want it to be. Ooh, okay. Okay, now we have Pepper. Kind of. We have Rubber Soul on one side, or wait. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not awake enough if I am questioning, is that Rubber Soul or is that Revolver? And then I'm like, you dumbass. Rubber Soul is your favorite album. Why are you, like, second guessing? I'm okay, really. But then we have that and, like, Strawberry Fields Forever on the other side. Very cool. Now we have Pepper. Okay, okay. Here we go. Very cool. Oh, these are awesome. I had a giant wall-size poster once upon a time of not quite this photo, but was from this photo session. It was like, two of them were down below, two of them were up here. It was like rectangular, but it was this photo session. So another one where I'm like, I have, like, very positive associations with specifically that photo shoot because that lived on my wall for so many years, and to be honest, I don't know whatever happened to that poster. It's not even something that I think just got lost in the shuffle when we moved. It was on the wall at the foot of my bed in our old house for years, and then I had to take it down because when I got my first TV, my dad, like, cut a hole in the wall and, like, built, like, this whole, like, drop back, like, thing for it to go into. But then I lost the one wall that I had enough room, like, vertically to put that on. So I know that I, like, rolled it up. I think I, like, stuck it in the closet for safekeeping, but then when I went to move, it wasn't there. Nor were the others that I had been storing there for safekeeping, and I still, to this day, don't know what happened to those, and kind of annoyed, because I had some really good ones. Anyway, the level of detail they went into with the Sgt. Pepper cover, I'm like, dang. But again, I respect it. I have never even attempted to draw the Sgt. Pepper cover just because there's so many faces going on. I've done the drum logo. I've done the drum logo to death. I even did, like, a wooden cutout art thing of that once. Oh, we even have, like, the fold out, the gatefold. Yes. Okay, we have double Sgt. Pepper. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. And they did a really good job on all four faces here. And then we have Rooftop Concert and... Well, this isn't from a specific album. It's just from that era, to be fair. Because I was like, how do I describe... You don't. It's just later Beatles. Okay. But we're all, like, familiar with the photo that it's from. And that is a photo I've always liked. That is some contrast, having, like, Meet the Beatles, Let It Be, side by side like that. But again, the question becomes, when I do it, am I going to shade in the half the faces for Meet the Beatles, or am I going to just color it like normal? I don't know. I think this is White Album era. I think. But it's really cool that they did this shot. Because I always like the photo this is from, too. That's so cool. And they gave the White Album its own page. That's amazing. Very nicely done. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with that. Oh my gosh. So let me set that here for a second. And let me pre-cut the box on this, and then we'll show the book, so give me a sec. Okay, I'm glad I did that off camera, because, like, I don't know where the hell my box cutter went. So I've just, like, been using my scissors, and that was, like, the jankiest, like, trying not to destroy the box, but also cut through the tape job ever. That was, like, 5 minutes being, like, like, the hell was that self? But, like, yeah, like, that would have had people going, Jen, are you okay? I'm pretty sure. But, oh, here it is. Okay. And the box itself does have, like, the Beats and Threads logo on it. But, yeah, let's put that over here. I'm so excited for this. Oh my goodness. Oof. Oop. Come on, you. Okay. There we go. Kind of. Alright. At first I saw, like, the pink stripe on the bubble wrap. I was like, did the book stain it? But no, that's literally just a stripe on the bubble wrap. I'm not an airhead or anything, no. Like... Anyway. So. Here is the cover of Le Book. I love the pink spine on it. Very nice. Very nice. On the cover, we've got his Beetle kit, the silver pearl one. We've got his Beetle boots. We've got, I think, the jacket from the from the Strawberry Fields video. Oh, look at his little face. This has to be like Sentimental Journey era. Oh, I love that. I swear, every time I say that album title, I almost F up and say Sentimental Journal, because years ago on LiveJournal, that was like the title of mine. Don't go looking for it, it's long deleted. It's been deleted for decades. But yeah, I thought I was like such a smart ass naming it that. Oh wow, these are like close-up shots you would never see in a million years of his drum kit. Wow, that's really cool actually. I'm not a drummer, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at there, but it's still cool to see it. I'm being so careful. Aww. We've got him on the plane that was the BEA plane where they held up the rest that said Beatles. Oh, that's cool. I'm trying to tell what era this photo's from, because part of me is going, time takes time, but then the more I look at the face, I'm like, no, it looks more modern than that. Hard to say. Hard to say. But it's a good photo of him. Yeah, I know, these angles are not great. I should have done like a top-down view, but I didn't, so we're just going with it. Aw, we have Teddy Boy Ringo. Aw, aw, look at my moody boy. Aw, look at him. He's so cute. Aww. Just want to kiss his little nose. We've got him, his little boy, and his parents. I think at least one of these photos has been in... Which book was it? I don't think it was in Postcards from the Boys. It might have been in the Photographs book. And then I'm sitting here second guessing, like, do you have the Photographs book, or did you just see this somewhere? I don't know anymore. I'd have to check. I'm like, Ringo's got a crap ton of books out at this point, so, like, trying to keep track mentally of not only what things are from, but just what ones exist is, like, good luck. I admittedly do not have all of them. I have Postcards from the Boys, I have this one, I have the All-Stars book, and I think I have the Photograph book. We got this one, him with his mom and stepdad, which is really cute. Again, I'm trying to do this at an angle where we're not getting poop tons of glare off the lights, but it's also too heavy to, like, just hold up like this. I have weak little wrists, okay? Like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Aww. Another one with his mummy. I love that. And I also love, like, what a fangirl she is of her own son, too. Because, like, there's little Beetle pictures of him around on the walls. I'm like, oh my god, I love that. I also love that she has a lava lamp. His mom was cool. The early years. Another moody one. Ah. From the Rory Storm days. Which is more special to me now after learning this year. I apparently share a birthday with Rory Storm, and I never knew that. I never knew that. And I'm like, I have another Ringo connection. Ah! I love it. Anyway, so for somebody who thought she didn't have any cool birthday buddies, that one, like, made it up to me. That and Mike McCartney. I knew about Mike McCartney. Okay, and then we have, like, pictures from, I think, when he bought his drums. This picture was, like, one of the first Ringo pictures I ever printed out from the internet and had on, I would say my wall, but that's a lie. I had it on my ceiling over my bed like the little freak that I am at, like, 9 years old. And before anybody says it, no, not for any perverted reasons. I just am weird and was like, I want it to be the first thing I see when I wake up. But, like, I know. But that was, like, the exact photo. I had one from that, and I had one from, like, I didn't know at the time it was from this. I only recently learned that it was from that fateful Beach Boys concert that he played at, that he was completely drunk off his ass at, but it's okay. I didn't know. The internet was a much smaller place back then, and finding Ringo pictures specifically was like finding a needle in a haystack, so pretty much if I found it, it got printed out and stuck somewhere. So, here's the Premier drum kit. The fact that he still has it is so impressive to me. I feel like his collection, which must live, like, in warehouses or stuff, must rival what Liza's collection looked like of her stuff from her life until, you know, Michael Feinstein decided to sell everything a few years ago behind her back, but just, like, the weirdly specific stuff he's still got to be able to show in photos is so freaking cool to me. Oh, we've got more Rory Storm photos! Yes! Oh my god. The one on this page of Ringo, I've never even seen before. That's a rarity. That's a rarity. That one I've never seen. I'm trying to hold it closer. Best I can do. And then we have a Beatle and a Rory Storm photo on this page. Again, I know, not the best angles. I'm doing what I can. I'm about to fall over, so let's not lean further that way. I'm like, let's not break my chair. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have, like, the really early Beatle drum logo. Not the drop T. The one with the bug antennas. That one. Which is so fun, given that my youngest cousin used to call me Bug for being a Beatle fan when she was, like, a toddler. She just called me Bug. I'm like, that is no easier to say than Jen, but alright. Bug it is. She doesn't even remember doing it. I, like, mentioned it one time. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh yeah, when you were 2, you used to call me Bug. She's, like, basically Kimmy's age, so it's another one where there's, like, a huge age gap. But anyway. Aww. Oh, the pouty boy. Oh, the pouty boy. Look at him. I don't know. He's, like, one of those little sad-eyed puppy dogs. It's just like, you're so cute. Oh, my goodness. Here's the famous drum kit everyone knows and loves. That one. That's the one. That's the one. It is unfortunate, given the crease for where the pages come together, that you kind of lose some of the image in the crease, but we all see it. We've all known this photo for years, so it's okay. Or not photo, but the drum kit, whatever. Then we have pictures of the drum stores he bought these from. And now we have pictures of the drum kit itself. Ooh, at angles you have not seen. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those drum skins look pretty damn worn, I have to admit. But at the same time, look at everything they went through. The inside of the drums are so yellowed, but at the same time, the fact that it's, like, still standing after all these years. Wow. Yeah, there's, like, a little bit, like, corrosion down the sides of... I don't know the names for drum parts, so I can't, like, identify, but still, just seeing that this is the kit. This is the kit, the famous Beatle kit. It's so cool to me. Yeah, the caption, though Ringo paid for his Beatles-era drums and hardware to be stored in a safe and secure climate-controlled environment, they were not. They were stored in a building with faulty climate control system, years of drastic swings in temperature and humidity, through 4 seasons of English weather, created a destructive environment for the drums. Being neglected over a period of years resulted in varying degrees of damage to these priceless historical artifacts. Oh, that's sad, but given the circumstances, they're still in better condition than I would expect if you just told me that. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Like, even, like, the little drum key right there. That's cool. Again, just the fact that they're, like, so up close and personal with the drums. They loom large in his legend. Like, it's really cool. I swear I better not have just lost all of that recording just because my frickin' alarm went off on here. Yeah, I forgot to turn that off before I started recording. It was before, like, my normal, like, during the week alarm goes off when I get up. Woke up early today. But anyway, so, yeah, we have Beatle photo here. Oh. We've got, let's see. Oh, like letters from Brian. Okay, I was trying to tell, what am I looking at here? Oh, it's the letter from, like, when he joined the Beatles. Okay. That's cool. And, like, the first list of gigs. Details of the first London visit. Oh, these are cool. And now we get to some of the clothes. The black suit. A little story to go with it. Wow. The original pair of Ringo's Beatle boots. I love that the interior is blue, specifically. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, I love it. And look at his little itty-bitty waist on the vest. I'm like, wow, look at it. The back of the suit over here, and then a photo of him wearing the suit, which is like, oh, that's a trip, actually, like, seeing it side by side. That is cool. Because, like, oh yeah, I'm definitely very well acquainted with his little pinstripe suit. Classy and cool. Oh yes, I agree. I agree. Another one of him in it. With a drink, and then just, like, the label on the inside of the jacket. These really are, like, up-close and personal photos you would never see in a million years otherwise. This is so cool. Like, the inner uppers on the boots, and, like, the heels up close. And you can see the wear and tear on them, too. But wow. Seeing these up close tells me just how close I got with my newest pair of Beatle boots last year. They're, by far, like, the most authentic ones I've ever bought. Yeah, there's, like, a whole 2-page spread just on the Beatle boots. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Basically, from, like, age 12, I want to say, to about 30, I refused to wear anything but boots. And then I got used to flats, so it's still a process trying to get back into boots now, but, like, anything with a heel is, like, unbearable feeling to me at this point, but I'm trying to get back used to it again, but, yeah, I spent a good portion of my life literally basically living in Beatle boots, like, 24/7 essentially, so yeah, they totally made no impact on me or anything. Nah. They're just so cool. They're just so cool. And if you are a fan of the Teetles movement, this is totally a Teetles photo. Look at the teacups. Look at the teacups. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I sound insane. I'm not the one that started it, but there's like a whole ass like fan magazine and like account of like the Beatles with tea from like all eras, no matter how subtle. It's actually kind of awesome and I love it. Ooh. Like, specifically just his snare drum even. Like, alright. That's cool. One drum that could be considered the most important. He says that now. But the irony is in the early 60s, he is also the same man who said snare drums are for sissies. So which is it, Ringo? Which is it? But I agree that they're like the most important since they are the ones that give you that snap sound that you don't get with the other drums. I agree. Another shot of it. When we examined the inside of the snare, we were pleasantly surprised to find what we call stardust. Yes, it's with 2 R's. And I'm like, bro, that is mold. That is mold. Oh, gosh. It literally has duct tape on one side. Oh my god, this drum has been through some stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Apparently there was a day he left his hand resting on his thigh while he had a lit cigarette in his hand, and it made contact with the drum and created a quick flash of flame and smoke. It's like, oh, that's why the duct tape. Oh my gosh. Wow. I guess that side stayed on the back towards him to where nobody saw it but him. We have the 6-button pinstripe suit, including the knitted tie and everything. Wow, this is so cool. This is so freaking cool. It's the one he wore in A Hard Day's Night. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that, like, the interior of that jacket is, like, red buffalo plaid, which makes me love it that much more. I had no idea that was even a thing that's in there, and you guys know me with my red plaid, so I'm like, holy shit! That makes me love it that much more! And Ringo over here, again, being a pouty, moody boy. Love it. Love it, love it. Now we've got the Beetle Drop T logo. Hell yeah. My goodness. Why? Why, Nikki? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Not entirely sure what I'm looking at here, but I'll show it anyway. Okay. Hopefully that showed on camera and didn't just flash back as glare. Oh, wow! So we have, like, basically early versions of what could be their logo, so that, like, they could decide what they wanted. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, I kind of like this one on the end. I mean, as much as I love the Drop T logo, not gonna lie, that one looks sharp too. But I am glad that they went with what they did, because it is iconic. Like, literally just seeing it with the logo on there and everything on the drum head, like, just fills me with, like, such instant excitement, like, little, like, jolt of joy just seeing that. Just instantly, like, ah, there it is, there it is, there it is! Oh my goodness. And then, like, the Ed Sullivan Show rehearsal and performance schedule. And then, like, a page just, like, the story of the Sullivan thing. But nothing really, like, to show, so. Okay. That page is kind of cool. Okay, I wasn't sure if I skipped a page. I didn't. Ooh, I like that his drum stool was, like, bright red, too. That's cool. That's sharp. Like, especially on that second shot, that, like, kind of aged red leather. That looks like so many things that my dad has, because, like, his favorite color is red, and, like, he has so much stuff in that shade. So I'm like, oh, this kind of, like, just mentally feels at home seeing that. Got another one of his drums. There's the quote. There's the quote. He's very fussy about his drums, you know. They loom large in his legend. There it is. See, they knew. They knew we were all gonna quote it. Ooh, the checkered blue jacket. See, again, having seen so many photos of this in black and white, I didn't even know it was blue. Okay, they have a point. I have seen this photo before and it has been in color, but I just assumed it had like a blue wash to it. I didn't know it was like actually blue. Alright, point taken, point taken. Then we have the 1964 studio kit. We have the dark green suit. I like the tag on the inside. It's like very psychedelic. It's like kind of Fillmore-esque font on it. Again, I love how cropped it is. This teeny little waist. Also the 1964 super classic drum kit. Okay, so I wasn't tripping when I felt like across different photos, the logo on the drum head, sometimes it's like out to the absolute margins of the drum, and sometimes it's cropped in. It's not just me, there were in fact different drum heads in a different sizing. Alright, it's literally not just me. So I knew darn well, even looking at that one earlier in the book where it was like all the way out to the edges, I was like, I feel like I'm losing it. It's not always like that, is it? I know for a fact it's not. Okay, I'm not tripping. There were, in fact, different drum heads. Alright, I feel better now. Got these. Very scuffed up, though. Oh, wow. Okay, so I legitimately didn't realize that was the same exact kit used in Magical Mystery Tour. I think I assumed it was, like, just a different kit, but no, that's the same one. Just with a different drum head. Okay. Oh, again with the tape across the bass drum this time. I'm like, oh, man. He is not gentle on his drums, is he? Which I suppose is kind of the point. Again, mind blown, seeing it in like a screenshot from the Revolution video. I don't think I realized that was the same one either. You would think they could have used a better shot than like screenshotting it off of YouTube though. I don't think it's doing any justice on camera, but like seeing it in person, I'm like, you literally just pulled this up on YouTube and screenshotted that. It's okay, it's okay. Ooh, the black dashiki from Magical Mystery Tour. Hell yes. Hell yes. I've had many dashiki shirts over the years, trying to find one that looks like that, not gonna lie. I've come pretty close before, except mine didn't have black across it. Mine usually were white. But, yeah, that is pretty cool. Although these days, you can't get away with it as easy because people cry cultural appropriation. It's like, it's cultural appreciation, but whatever. But look at the cool details. Oh my god, I love this like behind the scenes shot. Ringo with his camera. Goo 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 joob. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, the orange pansy shirt. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think if you hadn't told me that those are pansies that I would have even realized those are flowers. I think I would have just assumed it's like clouds or something. But now that you tell me it's flowers, I'm like, I guess it's flowers. Maybe. My brain still is not recognizing it as looking floral, but I will take his word for it. We got these. I guess he is wearing it in the hello goodbye. Well, not the normal video, but like when they pan to like the alternate shots where where Paul has his crocheted vest and stuff. Yeah, I guess he is wearing it there. So I was like, I know I've seen this before. Where have I seen it? That's where I've seen it. And we've got the Shea kit, which also looks like it has a bit of tape on it. Man. And another slightly different logo still. It's closer to the margins, not all the way out, but they're fatter letters. See, I noticed these things. And of course, a shot of them at Shea. That's an interesting shaped drum stool, but also I can see where that would be probably a lot more comfortable, because it's more like a bike seat. So it's like not cutting into your thighs. I'm like, okay, that actually is pretty smart. What am I looking at? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I'm looking at here, but it's still a cool shot. Oh, heck yes. The green pinstripe suit. I always loved that suit so freaking much on him, even though other people are like, oh my god, it's hideous. I'm like, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. And yes, worn in the Hey Jude video. Amongst other places. And he still fits in it. He still fits in it. He's so cool. He's so cool. I love him. I love his swoopy hair and everything. Oh, look at the interior. Look at it. Oh my god. See, again, like shots you would never like see the angles of without seeing it in person generally. And we get like a little sneak peek of what it's all like, the little secrets that like the jackets hold. That's so cool. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, heck yes. We've got the All You Need Is Love tunic. Yes, I knew exactly what it was, even before reading the little caption with it. Oh, that's so cool! And, like, all the detailing of the beaded flowers on that. I love that they did a close-up shot of them, because from a distance, you can't get the full effect. And as somebody who has done beadwork, I appreciate that. Oh, look at that. I don't think I realized that the jacket opened in quite that way either. Like, from the sides, essentially. But that is cool. And it's like one of those, you know those little label makers, like, you turn the dial on to make them say whatever, like, print out the little strip tape and you put it on whatever? He has one in there. Under all this, I'm me. I love that. Or actually, it's not even on the inside, it's on the back. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. But another example of they definitely took a screenshot from, like, YouTube, but that's okay. That's okay. This is very much not that jacket. Did I miss a page? No? Okay. So we just skipped to help with, like, the sweaters and stuff. One of these days, I will try to knit myself one of those. Yeah, helps winter skeet up. Kind of impossible to pick up on camera, it just looks black, but in real life, you can see the detailing. Okay, this one you might have a better shot at being able to see details. And of him wearing it over there. Getting fitted with his ski shoes. Here is the content we come for. Like the super close-up of the stitches and everything. Which again, somebody who knits, I appreciate that. Almost looks double knitted. Here's the Get Back and Let It Be kit. Oh my goodness. The polka dot red shirt that we all saw in Get Back. Very cool. And again, I've seen this shot of him at the table, like eating, I assume, his breakfast or whatever. And I don't think I even made the link that this shirt is that shirt. I just thought it was a shirt that is red polka dotted. And then the drum kit with like a blanket inside the bass drum to help muffle it a little. And on the rooftop concert. This one looks like it's held up better over the years, not gonna lie. I spoke too soon. No, it hasn't. I spoke too soon. Oh, wow. The drum seat especially did not. Oh, wow. But I like he's being, like, that real with us and, like, showing us all, like, the dirty little secrets of how it's, like, fallen apart. There we go. There we go. Are we gonna talk about the... Yes! Okay, I was gonna say, are we gonna talk about the jacket? And yeah, in the next page, it's the jacket. Are we going to mention how you loaned it to your son for the concert for New York City? Please do. The Mac is actually a women's garment borrowed from then-wife Maureen as protection against the inclement weather that day. I knew it was Maureen's jacket, which makes it that much more fitting to me. That not only has Ringo worn it, but Zach then went on to end up with it. It's just stayed in the family. That's so cool. Ooh. Again, not sure what I'm looking at here, but it's cool. It is cool. Colorful pattern cactus. Oh. Okay, I know what this is now. I I think, actually, this might even be what he wore when he met Mike Nesmith. If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember the photo in my head. One of the times. Because I know there's another photo where this is not it, but I believe there is a photo where he's wearing this, where he's with him. Very bohemian. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, we've got photos of him from the Our World special. the fluffy parts on it always looked like they'd be so itchy, right? Is it just me? I always thought they looked so itchy. Out of context, I'm not sure I recognize this one. But I'm sure I'll see a photo on the next page of him in it. I'll be like, oh, yes I do. And it's not the thing on the next page, so still no answers yet. But again, that's really cool seeing the designs. Okay. Seeing just the shirt without the waistcoat. I maybe recognize it. It's looking more familiar now, right? That's one of the India shirts, maybe? Oh, they never showed us an example of him wearing it. The world may never know. For Magical Mystery Tour. Love the floral patterns on it. That's really cool. Trying to not have the book jacket go sliding off too far because I don't want it to get bent every time that I pick it up. So I'm trying to slide it back down into place. That from Strawberry Fields Forever, or maybe Penny Lane, I don't know. I overthink it. I think it's Strawberry Fields though. It was Strawberry Fields, okay, I'm not tripping. Yeah. A number of times I have drawn him in this jacket. I was like, I know these details on the sleeves very well. I've drawn it so many times. And then the day shots from the same video. Yes, the purple ruffle shirt! My favorite of all his ruffle shirts, the purple one. Yes! The one that I still want my own of. You have no idea how bad. I used to have a white ruffle shirt when I was like 10. It used to be my mom's back in the day. And she gave it to me, and I wore that thing until I physically could not anymore because I didn't fit in it. But like, every time I wore it, I always felt like I was channeling Ringo. So, I love his ruffly shirts so much. So much. Heck yes, we're entering Pepperland. And there it is. There it is, the iconic pepper jacket. Hell yes. With the little hat and everything. See, my pepper suit is missing the hat. Also the little medals. But what was that? I don't know. Yes, the detailing to these is amazing. He is not wrong. Yeah, seeing them up close is like, yeah, the detailing on his is so much better than mine. Mine was like a costume store version. Mine is like cheap as shit. That's okay. Ooh. Like, even like the stitching of like the gold along the trim that they have up close. That is so cool. That is so cool. Which, of course, my brain sees that and is like, so, how long till you get out a piece of scrap fabric and see if you can recreate that pattern? Like, I bet I could, even just looking at that. I think I could, in fact, recreate that. What would I do with it at that point? I have no idea, because I don't know how to sew to, like, create my own better version of the pepper jacket that, like, actually fits and breathes. Look at it work! Look at it work! Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, wow. Okay, the back shot of it. Oh my goodness. Actually gonna be real. Did not realize there was that much detail to the back. That's so cool. And honestly, the fact that he picked the pink one was like an early detail that made me latch onto Ringo from day one, not gonna lie. It's like as a little kid, my mom would like show me like her Beatle albums and like play the like, who is this? Who's this? Get, like to see if I could identify each Beatle, which of course by the time I was like 2 I could flawlessly, but and then she would ask, which one do you like? And without fail, every time when she would get to the pepper cover, him. The one in the pink. Him. You sure? She really wanted me to be another Macca fan with her. Him. It's like, okay. But even apart from the suit, it literally wasn't just the suit, because even listening to the songs, the second it got to his, I would lose my shit. So I instinctively knew it's Ringo. And I blame Mr. Conductor, but anyway. Yes, loved him from an early age, but that was like a detail that probably played into it and made me love it that much more. I love that this has a pin that says I love dogs on it. Yes, Ringo, I love dogs too. Oh, we should be friends. I wish we were. Anyway, here's his Abbey Road jacket, which is cool seeing the detailing on, because on the actual album cover, I mean, yeah, you can see some, but like from the side, you don't get like the full detailing of the suit, and like the bias cut of the way that it folds across is actually really interesting to me. That's not the way I would have assumed that that jacket looks straight on, so I'm like, oh. Yeah, because like, you see it in the album cover, you can't tell that from that. Just looks like a normal black suit at that angle. I don't think I recognize these. I gotta be honest, I don't think I recognize these pants. Like, unless you have like a photo of him wearing them in here, I'm not sure I recognize those. You stumped me. Oh. Wow, okay, I have seen this shot. I have seen this photo shoot so many times. I never noticed that the pants had that on them. Wow. Learn something new every day. Like, I swear, I never noticed the pants, which, that should tell you, at least on that day, I was not a perv. I was not looking at the pants, but like, I never noticed that. That's so weird. Huh. Okay, well, I stand corrected. I guess I do recognize those pants. I just didn't know that I did. Oh my gosh, his face here is hilarious. And I see so much of his granddaughter in his face there. Luna, like, oh my gosh, if you follow Zach and his wife on Instagram, Luna is hilarious and I love her. But, like, that is such a face she makes. Like, aww. I'm trying to tell what this says. Oh! Okay, because it was like half worn off. It says, "Happy touring, love from Paul." Apparently he bought him a symbol. Aww, that's so cute! Aww. I love Paul, he's so cute. Huh. And this one just has, like, writing all over it for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but it does. A favorite of Ringo's that cracked. Jim Keltner drilled holes at each end of the crack to stop it from spreading. Huh. I mean, I suppose that's one way, but it's interesting. Oh, down here it says the pencil marks were added by George Harrison. Ringo said he was trying to write a swing groove that sounded something like this. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. The tape said "right" in red. In the 60s, Ringo's 18-inch symbol was placed on his right. Okay. But yeah, if you look close, you can see where the pencil marks are on it. So I was like looking at that at first going, what is going on here? But apparently that's what's going on there. I thought big drums, big sound. That is a big drum kit. Look how tiny he is behind them. Aww. That's so cute. I love that he's got that giant picture of he and Sean dancing off to the side behind him. That's so cute. Ooh, yes, the 67 Silver Sparkle kit. Always been partial to it. Love the sparklies. I am predictable, but that one is very cool. I do like that one a lot. I'm so jealous that it sold at auction in like 2015. But it was the Hello Goodbye kit. Like, look at how it caught the light. It just looked so good. Yeah, I did not have the kind of money to be able to play that game, so obviously I was not the buyer, but if I could, I would, but yeah, look at that. I'm not even sure if that's glitter or what, because there's like a close-up shot that's like zoomed in on it. It almost looks like glitter. Like, almost. $19.69 Hal Blaine Monster Drum Set Concert Toms. Were you, like, trying to beat Keith Moon on this day? Like, that's a lot of toms. Okay, so apparently George bought these and gave them to Ringo thinking he'd like them. Okay. Well, that's cool of George to do. I could make a joke about George, but I won't. We all know which one I want to make, but I'm not going to. Seeing them all, like, set up is actually pretty cool. Like, it's quite the array, right? Like, that's cool. Description: a bongo, a bigger bongo, that tone, this tone, like 3 more toms, just to get to this one. I couldn't hit anything because it's just too much to look at, so he had them taken down. I mean, like I said, I was like, is he being Keith Moon, where he just hits whatever is in front of him? No, I agree with him. That actually is overwhelming, and I can only imagine trying to, like, play those, figuring out what you're gonna hit. What? Yeah, that would be confusing. I don't blame him. Ooh, the orange striped suit. That one's sharp. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, and the interior with the flowers. Oh my god, look. Oh, that's so cool. That is like very late 60s Barbie clothing print. Because my mom held on to like a lot of hers. So I got to play with them growing up. I'm like, yeah, that is like the exact color combo of a lot of them. And there he is, sitting on the floor in his orange suit and his ruffly shirt that looks a lot like the ruffly shirt I had, because it's the same color. Anyway. No pictures on that page. Ooh. Ooh. We have a gold-plated drum. That's cool. At first I was like, is it rose gold? But it just is gold-plated, so I think it's just normal gold. And my brain just really wanted it to be rose gold. Makes sense, but like in 64, the height of Beatlemania, Ludwig would want to get in on the whole free PR thing by gifting him that, being seen with him. I get it. That's cool, though. That does look really cool. Because in black and white, you'd never know, but then seeing it in photos in color, I'm like, ooh, look at that. Because, like, in just the photos, it just looks like he's holding a drum. Why are you just holding a drum? But seeing the color, it's like, oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense in context. It has, like, a little plaque on the side of it, too, with his name on it. That's cool. It's like a drum trophy almost. The lime striped jacket. Again, this one I'm very well versed with. And another one that's got like that cool trippy logo on the inside of it. That is cool. I love that he still has these after all these years. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen photos from this particular press conference before, and I think I just assumed they were colorized photos, and incorrectly colorized, because I thought that jacket in these photos was like his red and white pinstripe one that kind of looks like a candy cane, and that like somebody just colorized it wrong. Now I'm like, oh, like this was the actual color. Okay, I did not know that. Now I do. Yes, we have the green velvet jacket from Paperback Writer. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Looks very soft. And of course my brain's like reading for, is it crushed velvet though? Doesn't say. Okay, because if it's crushed velvet, I'm like, ooh, keep it away. But if it's like normal velvet's okay. Ooh, it does look like crushed velvet, and like I'm seeing the hairs on my arms go dee 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 dee, and I'm like, I don't like crushed velvet at all. I cannot hang with it. That's like one of my biggest texture aversions in life is crushed velvet. I cannot with it. I know, I'm weird, but... So as a small autistic child whose mom would put me in the crushed velvet dresses like every holiday season, and me just being like, I hate the way these feel. She's like, too bad, they're cute and you're wearing it. In hindsight, knowing what we know now, she is so apologetic that she ever put me through that. But like, at the time, she didn't know. She was just like, why do you hate these so much? I was like, I can't stand how it feels. It feels like wearing a chalkboard. No one else feels me on this one, do they? This is just a me thing, right? Like, I'm very weird with that texture. Anyway, single button jacket. I have definitely seen this photo of him before wearing that. And I kind of wish I'd seen, like, an up-close color photo of it before. Because my original school uniforms, I feel like I would have hated far less if I had known Ringo once wore something with basically the same exact pattern. Only difference is we also had, like, a stripe of, like, blue, like, mixed into this somewhere, too. But it was otherwise the same freaking pattern as this, and just kindergarten through 5th grade. Had to wear, like, a stupid shift jumper in this hideous print. And I hated it so much. But I also know how I am. If there had been, like, a Beatle link like this, I would have, like, shut up so fast and been like, I am proud to wear this now. And then I probably would have been mad when 6th grade came around and they changed the uniform to green plaid instead. Yeah, that. But at least in some weird part of my mind, it at least brings some kind of closure to the hatred of that uniform. So now I'm already just looking at this, I'm like, well, maybe my uniform wasn't so bad. I'm like, the power of suggestion is real strong with me, guys. It is real strong. This is like, I know there have been like storytime videos where I've tried to describe that uniform before. This print in this color scheme, that's it. That's what I was trying to describe. That's the hideous uniform I was trying to describe. But now seeing that Ringo had a whole ass jacket in, I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't so bad. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm like that. I swear, these few pages are like the most interesting thing like going on in my head as I'm looking at them. Because I'm having the initial knee-jerk thing of, the uniform, and then, well, maybe the uniform didn't suck. Like, the instant just backpedal. But the first initial knee-jerk reaction, though. I know I'm not right, guys. I know. Okay, that's interesting that the vest underneath, the back just looks like normal fabric or like silk or something, but the front is what has the checkered print on it. I'm like, okay. Also kind of like gives Say 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 vibes of like Paul in the saloon when he's doing the thing with Michael Jackson on stage. Am I the only one thinking that? Probably. Ooh, what is this? I'm not sure I can take a guess blindly from this, but I mean, it looks cool. But like out of context, I'm like, what is that? Oh, okay. Okay, I know what it is now, alright. It took me a second of looking at it, and I was like, where do I know that from? And I know where I know it from. Yep. Okay. It's that vest. Okay. In his corduroy black jacket, worn during the filming of Help, although part of me is going, I don't know that's correct. This looks like A Hard Day's Night to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that does not look like Help era Ringo to me. The hair is not correct. It's way too short. That looks like Hard Day's Night. So I'm like, I think you're wrong. Maybe he additionally also wore it then, because it says, worn on the flight to the Bahamas for the filming of Help in February and the subsequent filming in the Salisbury Plain that following May. I could believe that, but this photo right here, I challenge you, I believe you're incorrect. But here it is, up close and personal. Not gonna lie, corduroy is also kind of one of those texture things where I'm like, corduroy. It's not quite as bad as crushed velvet, but I'm not a huge fan of it either. I like the word corduroy because of the corduroy books, but the actual fabric, I'm a little weird with it. The jacquard tunic. We all recognize this one, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. I love all that embroidering on it. That is some great detailing in there. Like, that is pretty cool. That purple cashmere waistcoat. The irony that the other one, I was like, I think there's a picture of him with Mike Nesmith in this. This is the other one that I have a photo of him, possibly from this exact day, because like the hair and everything are right, that he for sure wore in that photo. That's awesome, especially because I'd only ever seen it in black and white. I didn't know it was purple, but that makes me like it that much more. Come on, include the picture of Nez. Do it, do it, do it. You know you want to do it. Come on, next page. I'm like, roll the dice, roll the dice. Come on, have it. They do not have it. Womp womp. But we do have the jacket from Magic Christian. That's pretty cool, right? Again, I feel like I'm one of the only people on the planet that actually like really liked the Magic Christian, but I do. So for me, it's really cool getting to see the jacket and that he still has it. Oh, this is such a great photo. Oh my goodness, look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. And then we have an about the author. Page for the Lotus Foundation. And then the back inside cover. I'll move the flap of the jacket so you can see it. Has a few of his outfits. That is really cool, and I am so happy to be able to say that I own this now. I'll like do a proper read-through and review of it on another day, but I wanted to share this with you guys, and a huge thank you to Tina. This was so generous of you to get this for me. I am forever grateful. So, anyway guys, that is it for this one. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway guys, till next time, see ya.